All right, so we are starting the recording for the Pokes Making the Future, the second session. My name's Jane Creighton. I'm from the Coast Student Innovation Center at the University of Wyoming. And we are going to be making trick-or-treat bags today, but we are going to add some flair. And Emily is going to help lead this activity. Emily, would you like to share the final product again? Get these girls excited. Look at that. So today we are going to be incorporating some of the skills you learned from last week making your LED mask. And this week we are going to be learning how to weed vinyl out and heat press it onto the canvas trick-or-treat bag. And then you're going to sew a circuit again using the e-textiles and highlight and accent some features on your Halloween bag. Does that sound like fun?
Yep, sounds fun.
Awesome. Good. So some tools you're going to need today are you're going to need your coin cell battery holder. You're going to need some more of your thread. And you all have the thread in the kit that's actually on the spindle on the bobbin. So you're going to need your thread, this one, that conductive thread. You're also going to need some of your extra LEDs that were left over from the LEDs from the mask. You had a strip of, I think, 7 LEDs, and so there should be 4 LEDs left, about 3 or 4. You're going to need a coin cell battery. You're going to need a sewing needle. You're going to need a hot iron. And you're going to probably want to plug that in soon and get that heating up. And you're going to want to start with your iron on low, on your lowest setting, and then we'll work our way up to a higher setting as needed. And you're going to need your canvas bag emptied so that you can put your vinyl onto it. And you're also going to need a couple of toothpicks to weed out your vinyl. So find a couple of toothpicks from your kit, pull those out. You're going to need to find your vinyl pieces. They look like this. Yep. And yeah, we're going to get started making our trick-or-treat bags.
You may also want a piece of cloth to help you.
Yeah, you're gonna probably want a piece of cotton cloth, or you could potentially use even a piece of extra felt from your kit if you have some extra. But I use an old bandana. It's a nice cloth to use. All right. So does anyone need any more time before we get started? Do you all have your supplies and materials? You're also going to probably want something like I have a little mini ironing board here. Some people might have a full-size ironing board. If you don't have an ironing board, ask your adult for help. We've had, you can use like a towel, like a bath towel, sometimes on top of the floor, or maybe on top of a table, depending on how hot your iron is going to get. So ask your adult for help so you don't damage any furniture if you are going to, use your iron on a surface other than an ironing board.
Would a pillowcase work for that? Like,
an old pillowcase would work for putting over the design, But you're gonna need probably, if you don't have an ironing board, you're gonna wanna have a pretty thick, like towel folded in half with 2 layers that you're gonna wanna put down on top of a table to protect the table. And then you'll put your artwork, and then you'll put your piece of cotton, and then your iron.
Okay.
Okay? And
Thanks.
we'll go through that process as we get moving on here. But I think we're going to start first with Emily showing us how to weed out our vinyl.
Yes, we will. Okay, so I actually want to begin with a question. So if you guys have the vinyl pulled out, you may notice that one side of it is kind of a matte side, like not as shiny, and then one side is shiny. Do you guys know why we have a shiny side and a not shiny side? Zane, I saw a hand. Do you know why?
I do, but I want to see if any of them do.
Okay, anybody else know?
An idea.
Okay, go ahead, Gio.
Like, so that one side you can like, one side has the lettering, and you can like make the letters more like clear and intact, so that it doesn't like burn straight through to the thing.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Anybody else want to add to that? Zane, would you like to add to that?
Sure. So we have a clear side like this that is meant to be the side facing up for the heat, so it can apply this vinyl side to the actual fabric itself. So that's why there's this
Awesome job.
shiny plastic side, and then we have the raw vinyl on the other side.
Yeah, so like Zane was saying, the side that is shiny plastic, that's what will actually apply the heat to. And then this side that's not the shiny plastic will be stuck onto the canvas. So what we will begin with is what we call weeding. And what you want to do is you want to take one of the toothpicks that you have and take the vinyl. And if you look closely at the vinyl, you will see some lines cut out of it, and you'll see a design in it. So I have a piece of candy. It's kind of difficult to see. But what I'm going to begin with is taking my toothpick and sticking it into one of those lines at the edge of my design, just like Jane is doing. And I want to pull that plastic away, and then slowly it's going to show me the design that I want.
So I don't have any toothpicks necessarily. Would you like use like a knife maybe, or like scissors?
Do you have a safety pin?
Or how about your sewing needle?
You can also use
That's
a
what I'm
sewing
actually
needle.
using. It's actually helped me
Or
a little
even
bit more.
a paper clip that you've unbent.
Yep.
Yep.
Find one of those.
You should have a sewing needle in the this kit that you have.
My brother and my sister decided to throw like a bunch of the stuff out of the bag because they thought it was their own bag. And so I was trying to put everything back together, but I'm missing like a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Like I don't have the like little snap-in battery thing. I don't have another battery, and I don't have LEDs.
Go
Right.
look in Ward's bag,
But
Gia.
Ward's bags is at Dad's house,
Oh, okay.
and I'm at my mother's house. So that
Okay,
would be
gotcha.
I
So
can
where
find-
is your mom's house at?
It's on 7th and Grand.
Do we have some extra supplies? Would that be possible to make her a little delivery?
Yeah, I can come by.
We could like just take out the proto snap, like take out the red kit with the big thing,
Yeah,
but then make sure she has the coin cell battery, and well, she'll need actually
thread.
You have the thread, okay?
Yeah.
But you're gonna need the coin cell battery and the battery holder and the LEDs, right?
Yeah, that would be the basics of what I probably need.
And what about a needle? Do you have a needle?
No.
Okay. So maybe pull the sewing needles out and throw those in there. So like think.
I don't have the coin cell battery thing because I sent that to Gillette.
Oh, there should be 2 in that. Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, there should be 2 in that kit.
Yeah. I don't have my mask with me, so I can't like take it off of the other one.
Well, Gio, the other thing you could do is you could work on the vinyl part today, and when you get home to your mom's, you could sew the circuit on. You already know how to do that already, and you could design it and lay it out.
Yeah, I think I could do that today. I could probably find a paper clip.
Yep.
So, I'll go look for one of those real quick.
Okay, sounds good. Anyone else have any problems with their supplies or material? Anyone else starting to weed out their designs? Nice, Zane. So you can share your weeded design when you get one if you want. And then you'll notice one side is sticky, and that sticky side needs to be facing down onto your canvas. So you're going to want to place that onto the canvas so that it will stick to the canvas and be able to iron on.
What side should we poke the thing through?
What do you mean, what side?
Like the vinyl side or the plastic side, and like.
Oh, you wanna pull away the vinyl on the side without the plastic, the side that has the vinyl on it.
Okay.
The not shiny side.
Yep, the matte side.
And should I be like poking a hole?
No, you just want to poke in a little bit and pull up the vinyl on the edge. See, watch. Pull up the vinyl on the edge here, and then you get part of it peeling up, and then it'll start to peel away. And you peel it away from the plastic backing. The plastic is a backing for the vinyl, and the vinyl cutter cuts the surface in a design according to what's computer generated for it. And so you're literally peeling that away from the plastic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's doing what I want now.
Okay, great. Anyone else having issues?
I just got my candy all weeded out. This is what it looks like.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I'm moving on to my lollipop. And while you weed these out, these designs, think about how you want to place them on the bag. So I think I'm going to do my candy at the top, like somebody's putting candy into my bag. Also, keep in mind that you have 2 sides of the bag that you can put this vinyl on. And so we want to think of what we call aesthetics and balancing. And so some people like to put all of the vinyl onto one side of the bag, and some people don't like to do that. I don't like to do that. I like to balance both sides of my bag with equal amounts of vinyl. So just keep that design in mind when you place the vinyl onto the bag. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, anything weeded out yet?
Everyone must be working real hard. They're quiet. They're concentrating.
Oh yeah.
So this is the design I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the light bulb off above the cat so it makes it look like the cat's having an idea.
I like that.
Cat's thinking
Looks like
of being innovative.
looks like Zane just got the haunted house weeded out. How was that, Zane?
I didn't have a problem with it. I've done a lot more intricate stuff, so I'm a little bit more keened in on it.
Nice.
So, but I know it can be difficult.
Any
I had
tips
a tough
or tricks
time.
you would tell the kiddos tuned in?
If you're going to be using like a needle, like I was, it's easier just to stab the center of the piece. I mean, you don't want to go through both sides. You kind of want to like stab at an angle at the center of the piece of vinyl that you're trying to weed out, and then that'll kind of get you leverage to peel it off.
But you
That's what
always
works
want to
best for me.
start from the outside of the design, working in, because you don't want to remove pieces in the design that you meant to leave in. So it's always best to work from the outside in. He was talking about stabbing the middle of whatever piece of vinyl you're working on. All right, I'm starting to iron my first piece.
Oh, nice. So if you look at Jane's video, you can see that she has that piece of cloth on top of that vinyl with the shiny side facing up.
Yeah,
And
well,
she-
more the tacky side is facing down. There's one side
Yeah.
that's gonna be sticky, and that has to be facing down onto the bag.
I don't have one of those papers.
What do you mean? What papers?
The one that you're ironing.
The blue one?
A vinyl?
Yeah.
Well, do you have a different design, or do you don't have any designs?
I don't have any design.
You should have vinyl in your kit. Who's saying that?
I think that was Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia,
You have
check your kit.
Oh,
You
I
don't
think-
have anything like this? It'll kind of be shiny on one side?
Yeah.
Yeah, David's got some better
Yeah.
examples.
You should see papers like this in your bag.
They're different colors.
Mm-hmm.
You see those? You see any of those, Sophia?
Yeah, I found them.
Great. Yep, so we're gonna be working with those papers, and that's what you're using you're weeding out the designs. There's designs cut in the vinyl in those papers, and the machine that does that is at the Coast Student Innovation Center. Maybe David can take the camera over there and show you all the machine. Let's highlight David's video here.
So when we pull the vinyl out, do we use the part like the middle part or like the sticky part?
So the stuff that you pull away from that ends up being like this, that's a mess. That all goes to the garbage. And the stuff that is left sticking on the tacky piece of plastic that's still in a design, that's what you're gonna put on.
Oh. Yeah, that makes
Dane,
more
can you
sense.
show a picture of your weeded out one? You still have one weeded out? Or Emily?
Yeah. Sorry, I was setting up my iron. Here we go. So here's what it kind of looks like weeded out.
Oh yeah, I have this one too. Yep. But first you're gonna start at the outside of the edge and remove the outside vinyl. And then you're gonna work in and move the next. And then once you reveal the silhouette of the design, then you'll see if there's anything left to remove.
Oh.
Yeah, sneaky, huh?
So I just did the words that say Happy Halloween.
Yeah,
I just did those.
Awesome.
nice. Do you want to share them with us?
Sure.
Go ahead and turn on your camera and we will, oh, nice. Let's spotlight your video. All right, so one thing you want to do with that one is see how there's still black around the outside?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and remove that as well.
Okay.
Because when you iron, all of that will stick on your bag. So any vinyl that's left on there will be what's on your bag. So you want to remove everything that's on that sticky. If you
Alright.
want to peel that away, you could also cut it off because it's a big square.
Right.
You have scissors handy.
David, do you want to show us what that machine looks like?
All right. You're muted, David. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. So this is our vinyl cutter here. And what this does is it cuts out the designs on those papers you have there. And you can see all of these tubes are the different colors and types of vinyl we have. And they look kind of like this when you get up close to them. It's just a tube of vinyl. And so on this side here, this side, we have sticker vinyl. And this is just, you can make stickers out of it and put it on the walls and stuff, or a computer or something, and just decorate with it. And this here, on this side, is heat press vinyl. That's what you have in your bag right now. And you're going to use the heat to press it onto fabrics. And then it sticks, so like this. And you can use different things as well, like shirts are pretty popular. And yeah, it's all really cool. Yeah.
Thank you, David. Thanks for showing us that machine in the Co-Student Innovation Center. So that's the machine that made the designs that you're working with right now. And Zane and Emily cut those designs out on the machine. And we put them in your kits.
Hey, I just got a bunch of my designs all weeded out and I've stuck them onto my bag and I think that's what it's going to look like. So, like I was talking about with aesthetics, as you can tell, I didn't put all of my vinyl on one side of my bag. I chose to do half of it on this side and half of it on this side. So just constantly be thinking about what you want the bag to look like. And now I'm going to apply heat and stick these down to my canvas. So I'm going to put the cloth on top like Jane was showing. And I'm going to begin on the lowest setting. So let's see, I have mine on setting 1. And I'm going to begin by constantly moving in small sections. So doing one piece of vinyl at a time instead of doing my whole bag at a time. And I'm going to count about 10 seconds. And then I'm going to give my vinyl a few seconds to cool down so I don't touch it while it's hot. Peel up my piece of vinyl and see if it's stuck down.
And I'm using a little piece of felt to kind of rub it down to make sure it's sticking as it's cooling. And then I'm peeling up. And if the setting at number 1 doesn't work for you at 10 to 20 seconds of circles over top, then boost it up to number 2 and try that. And if that doesn't work, then boost it up to number 3. And you just keep working. Right now, I ended up doing that the last time with mine, and now my iron is on setting 4. And I know now that for me to do vinyl at home with my iron, I have to use it on setting 4. But everyone's irons are different, brands and different types. Zane, what is your iron setting on?
What was that?
What is your iron set to?
I'm trying to figure that out. We have the same iron. I'm trying it at like 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if your iron works at a lower or higher temperature than mine, since we have the same brand. But I know
Yeah,
that
I think it's going to have to be higher at like 4.
yeah.
But that's when the steam kicks in, and I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I think you can turn off the steam, or at least have it, like, I don't have any water in mine, so
That's fair. I should probably empty mine then.
yeah, I don't have any water in my iron. All right, so I've gotten to the point now where I've gotten my bag designed, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying out some ideas for sewing my bag. And I know for sure I want to put lights in my haunted house.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I know for sure I want to do that because I have not, I think that's just pretty cool. So yeah. Let's see what colors of lights I have. So on the back of your LEDs, you'll notice that there is a plus and a minus. And that relates to the positivity and negativity. And so last week we learned out how to lay out our circuit with the plus and minus. And we want all the pluses in the same direction and all the minuses in the same direction, and our coin cell battery to line up. How did you think about doing this when you were laying out yours? Did you just kind of move your LEDs around to different areas?
So what I did was I designed the vinyl the way that I wanted it on my bag, and then I looked at what LEDs that I had left, and I thought that the pumpkin and the cat needed glowing eyes. And so I played with which LEDs I put on which eyes, and then I eventually mapped it out on my piece of felt that I had left and just went off of that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of ideas. The most important thing about the circuit on the bag is, since it's two-sided, you've got to make sure that the sides don't cross, so that you don't connect any positive or negative leads on one side of the bag to the other side of the bag, because the bag will be closed, and when the bag is closed, those threads could touch, and then it could short circuit. So you want to be careful and make sure that your design is going to avoid any positive or negative. I always draw my design out, and you also want to think about where you're going to place your coin cell battery. Probably off to the side on the edge where you could easily sew around the other side to get to the other design. So if For instance, if I'm going to place this LED light in this window here and I put this coin cell battery right here, then it would be really easy to hook into these other two leads and sew around the other side. Does that make sense? Okay. Let us know if you have any questions or if you're getting ready to put any of this together.
One thing that you might want to do is if you do have a design stuck down to the bag, but you need to put a design next to it, is put the plastic back on that design that's stuck down onto the bag. If not, it can melt the vinyl and it will look all bubbly.
Yep, always make sure that your plastic is over your design and that the fabric is over the plastic. Ooh, I wonder if I could make this look like the moon and incorporate the look of this coin cell battery as the moon.
That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
And then what's on the other side? Okay. Ooh, I could go straight from there over there. I guess it could even be the moon there, just rising on the horizon. I think I'm going to keep it simple. Although, and that. All right, does anyone need help? How are you all doing out there?
Got one of the vinyl things stuck down.
Oh,
On-
awesome.
Onto your bag?
Yeah,
Nice. How does it look?
looks good. I got the Happy Halloween down.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. Do you want to show us?
Sure.
Oh, great. Wow, that's great. It has a little spooky skeleton. I like that graphic. That's awesome.
I got 3 on.
Who said that?
Sophia?
You want to share them, Sophia?
Sure. I got these 3.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Oh, wow, that's great. You did good.
Thanks.
Everyone's working so hard. This is awesome. So remember when you're sewing with the LEDs, we're only doing one lead at a time, so either positive or negative. If you notice on your coin cell battery holder, there's actually 4 connections. And you really only, last time we only used 2. But this time, since we're building out a full circuit, you could use all 4.
That's what I did on mine. It was a little difficult, but I got it down.
Nice.
This is gonna go on the back. I can't see what this. This would just go like right here. This.
I like to use a little marker to mark my circuits.
Well, I got all my vinyl on. Oh, well, what the heck. Now my camera's not working.
Where is it? Probably on the areas. Okay, got it. What's it over here?
All right. I have my circuit marked out. I drew my circuit from a positive to positive, negative to negative. And now I'm going to start sewing that. And Giovanna, I don't have hot glue either, so I'm just going to go ahead and go without hot glue.
All right, so here's my vinyl.
So strong.
Yeah. Now I
Nice.
have to do the same. I have to sew my stuff on.
Yeah. Who's farty tardy? It is a farty tardy when we're at fart. Sometimes. You have to make it fart. How do you make fart? Hey, it's me word.
Does anybody else have any vinyl weeded out that they want to show us?
Or ironed on? Now it's really important when you're sewing this bag to be careful that you don't sew the 2 layers together. So when you're sewing, you want to make sure that if you're sewing into the canvas, that you're only sewing into the 1 layer that you're trying to stitch on. Otherwise, your bag will be sewed closed in that area, and then you won't be able to put as much candy in there. It would be kind of tragic. It could totally inhibit the candy collecting. So be careful not to sew your bag together. And remember that we really want to make sure we sew these components down tight and that we cut off any extra threads when we're done so we don't have any short circuits. You'll probably want to open your bag and peek inside. Make sure your circuit is nice and clean and that you don't have any rats nesting happening back there. And remember to go through each component hole at least 3 times. All right, now I'm going to continue sewing on my dotted line here down towards my component. It's hard to sew inside this little bag like that. Takes a little bit more concentration to sew inside a little hole. And don't worry about poking a hole in your vinyl. You can do that. It's going to sew right through that design. It's not going to hurt it. The vinyl won't interfere with the conductive thread at all. So it will not affect your circuit. Only something, if you put something metal in your bag that could connect between the positive and negative lead, that could connect to your circuit. So I wouldn't go and put like, you know, a bag of silverware in there or anything, like loose silverware into your bag. That could maybe cause a short circuit. All right, I made it to that LED. How's everyone doing out there?
I'm doing pretty good. I've just got everything weeded out and I'm gonna start ironing.
Great.
So I got the 4-H sign done and my candies.
Awesome. That's great.
And something funny happened. Some of the vinyl that I pulled out, I accidentally it was on and the iron touched it. So now there's an H on my bag that I don't necessarily want.
Oh yeah, that happens. You got to make sure your space is kind of cleaned up and that you don't accidentally iron stuff onto your bag. That has definitely happened before. So just be very careful to make sure when you're weeding out that you are discarding all your scraps kind of away from your workspace and keeping that very clean. Yeah, unfortunately, there's almost nothing you can do about that. It's now stuck there forever. But you could cut out some sort of other letters, come into the CSIC and cut out some more and make it say Happy Halloween or something.
Okay. I just was like, oh my God, there's an H. All right, that's fine. Just not.
It happens. It happens. It's a part of working with vinyl and learning to work with vinyl. It's, there's sometimes if we're not careful, we can accidentally heat press down some stuff. And unfortunately, the heat press is pretty permanent once it gets melted onto the fabric. It melts into the pores of the fabric. And so, yeah, it really becomes kind of almost a part of that fabric. So now I'm getting near the end of this LED and I'm going to go under my current stitches I have there and then through the hole to end that knot. I'll do that twice. All right. I could almost continue that positive lead that way.
I finally got all of my vinyl stuck down to my bag. This is what it looks like.
Oh, nice. I like all the candy at the top falling in. That's great.
Thank you.
I had a quick question.
Absolutely. Yeah. What's your question?
When you use a different piece of cloth over the thing,
Yeah.
what does it actually do?
It's helping to protect your iron from getting vinyl on it. You also want to make sure that you have that plastic piece over that vinyl. But just in case, it's helping to protect that. It's making sure the vinyl and the plastic won't melt to the irons because the iron's pretty hot. Great question.
Just wondering.
I was testing to see if the battery worked. I used the alligator clips,
Yeah.
next to light, and it didn't work. So then I used a multimeter,
Yeah.
and it says instead of it being at 3 volts, it says it's at 1 volt.
Oh, so your battery your battery got shorted out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can find another battery to pop in there or pop in your battery from your mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anybody moved on to the LEDs in the bag yet? Zane, nice.
It's so hard to sew around these pieces inside the bag. I'm constantly getting tangled up in my own bag.
Yeah, that will happen. That's why I chose to put my design on my felt so it wouldn't get tangled up.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So we are trying I sewed the spot where the battery is in pretty tightly, so I can't really get the battery out. But what type of battery is it?
They are a CR2032, and you sometimes I'm able to use like my pencil or a pen or like a little stick or something, or even the end of the scissors to poke out that battery. Because yeah, it's hard to get in and out once you get them sewed in, for sure. How's everyone doing out there? Anyone else having any issues? I love that you all whipped out a multimeter to test the circuit. That's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Where's my other LEDs?
If you want to, with this design, you can use some of these pom-poms and sequins that you guys may have not used last week. I think I might do that.
Uh-oh. It gets difficult when you accidentally pull out your thread and your thread's inside your bag. My piece is so little, I'm at the end. I'm sewing my positive leads. Yep, positive.
Does anyone like have a plan for what they're doing for Halloween with the COVID and stuff? Like what they're doing for trick-or-treaters and stuff?
I think there's a few places trying to put together some contactless trick-or-treating, like from the trunks of people's cars, and doing a challenge. I know that 4-H, we just launched a challenge for people to try to do some contactless trick-or-treating. And we were hoping to get families to create their own contactless trick-or-treating kind of maker challenge and bring it to the fairgrounds and like do a group trick-or-treat there. But I don't know that Mary Louise I don't know if she got enough responses.
I haven't got any responses yet, Jane.
No? Okay.
So I've sent it every day, but today I did a more specific thing because it was supposed to be due yesterday.
Okay.
So I said we'd take them until tonight.
Okay.
We'll see.
So yeah, I think some people are setting up some stuff, to be safe and not have, necessarily people coming to their door. They're doing some sort of trick or treat thing like that. If we don't end up doing anything with 4-H, then I'm gonna make some sort of slide candy dispenser from my window.
So I made my bag, but since I don't really have any of the electronic component things,
Yeah.
I think I might look for those tomorrow and look at the YouTube video and do it on my own.
That sounds fine.
So I think I might be signing off right now, but I finished my bag if you all want to see it.
Yeah, do you want to share it real quick with us?
Sure.
Okay.
So this is the front. The candies I put on the side, and then I put the 4-H sign just in the corner.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. That's awesome.
And then you can see like my little H.
Yep. You might be able to find a way to fix that. You could always cut out another piece of vinyl and put something over it. You can always put vinyl over vinyl.
I did the like haunted mansion like thing on the front here. And then
Nice.
ghost in the corner.
Nice. It looks like the ghost is totally flying around that. That is awesome. I like that. Where are you thinking about putting your LEDs? Do you have an idea
I
yet?
have an idea. So I think I'm gonna put them in like the eyes of the ghost
Yeah.
and make it like look a little bit less friendly by making them like red.
Ooh.
And then in the windows of the thing, I'm gonna make them look like kind of like more like rooms with put white, so it looks like a window, like a light through the window.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe all. I mean, I might put some like around Happy Halloween to
Yep.
kind of make it a little bit more illuminated.
That could be cool too. I like your
Um,
idea for the ghost though, for sure. And the house.
Because I feel like the ghost looks too friendly to be a ghost.
Yeah, it's a pretty friendly ghost until you put creepy glowing eyes on it, right?
I was like, okay, I like the ghost. It's cute. And I was like, but ghosts aren't supposed to be cute.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, unless you like Casper the ghost.
Yep.
You don't like that. You like the terrifying, the more creepy ghosts then.
Like the Ghostbuster ghosts.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, since I don't really have anything to do now, I'm gonna sign off.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Gio.
Thanks for showing me how to do it. It's really cool.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing your bag next week and how you finished off the LEDs and incorporated them.
Yeah. Just because I don't have enough stuff to really work on, like more sophisticated stuff.
Yeah, other than you could draw your circuit, that would be about it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw this all away now.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Well, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, I'm still working here. I've got my positive leads almost done. Oh yeah. Positive is done. Awesome. All right. Now I'm ready to sell my negative lead. How is everyone else doing out there?
Good.
Good. I'm putting pom-poms on my bag now.
Nice. My dog is snoring. Can you guys hear her? Okay.
No?
She's a big dog. She snores. She just looked up at me and gave me a dirty look.
So I'm testing my circuit because I put it together and I've made sure all of my little strands and stuff are loose, and I've looped through for at least 3 to 4 times, and my coin cell's on and everything, and my LEDs aren't working. So I might have to bust out the multimeter too.
Yeah, either that. I'd say bust out the multimeter, bust out your other battery if there's another battery in your kit. Maybe you
Yeah, I'll try that.
test that other battery first. I know we did have one faulty coin cell. And we had to send a replacement to one kiddo. So it does happen very occasionally. I found though that the Spark Fun components are a little higher quality than the other components that I've purchased before for cheaper on eBay and stuff.
Right. I'll try that. It might be just the battery or something. I'm hoping it's not the component itself. If so, it'd be a first for me at least.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would have the odds of 3 LEDs not working all at the same time.
No, no. But we have had components not work before, so it is a possibility. Certainly is. But it's great when you have the ability to be able to bust out that multimeter and check that. And that's something that would be great to show everyone too, if you have one around handy.
I do somewhere.
I know we have one at the CSIC. David could whip one out, maybe.
I think I know where mine's at.
I'm gonna have one LED.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to have more than one if you don't want. This is definitely all about your choice and design. But it's nice to be able to work with multiple LEDs. We'll be working with a lot of LEDs on our next project. So you'll want to get pretty good at sewing these LED circuits. We're going to do a couple more of them. But we're going to program the next thing and work with that. Okay. Now I'm going to start sewing my line to the negative.
Got my pom-poms all glued on. What do you guys think?
Oh, look at that. It makes it look like real 3D candy popping out. That's awesome. And the great thing about these are you can always add more later too. If you just want to do one LED and start small, make sure your circuit's working, that's totally okay. And then you can come back and add more later. If you decide, hey, that's actually really cool looking, I'm going to expand on that. Got a little knot back here I gotta fix. Got some
I
knots.
couldn't find my. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm just talking about my knots back here. I started to make some knots. And I gotta clean that up before I move on here.
Couldn't find my multimeter, but I do have another coin cell battery, and I also have an I/O board here with testing pins. That kind of acts like a multimeter.
Cool.
That's not the right cable. Okay, so the coin cell has battery, but when I test the outputs on the board, coin cell board, none of the outputs are working.
Uh-oh.
Neither the positive or the negative. Actually, one negative is working. I don't
Okay.
understand how that would.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's none of the positives are working.
okay. So yeah, that's a problem with that coin cell battery holder. So let's just hold on to that, and you know, you'll have to sew in a different one if you have a second one in your kit. You should, because you didn't use it the first time.
I don't have that second kit. I just have the bag that came with this one with the proto snap.
Oh yeah, yeah. All
I
right.
left the other one there for next week.
Okay. All right. No worries. Well, I had a little kink in my thread on the back side, and I had to fix that so that I can move on. And still not great. It's not moving great, but it is what it is. Does anyone need help out there getting their circuit set up on their bag? Nice. All right, I just mapped out my stitches for the rest of my work to get to the rest of my negative leads there. So try to get this sewn up. It's about to get cold. Does everyone have a costume ready?
I do not. I don't know if I'll actually be participating in Halloween this year.
I have one.
What
What
is
is
it,
it?
Ellie?
Well, it's a cow onesie, which is perfect because I'm probably not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to sit on my couch. So it's a pajamas, but it's a cow. So I can do both things while still participating in both.
That is such a good idea. I might need to steal that.
I was actually looking at a Mario onesie the other day.
Do you have a Luigi to go with?
No, and I don't think I could convince any of my family members to do that with me, but I wish my best friend was closer because she would. Anyone else have a costume?
I do.
Yeah?
Who was that?
Me,
What is it?
Dorothy.
Oh, nice. From the
Nice.
Wizard of Oz?
Mhm.
Oh, awesome. I love that. I was in that play when I was little,
Me too.
when I was in middle school. It was pretty fun.
I have a costume.
What
Yeah?
is it?
What's that?
So, have you heard of the video game Among Us?
Yeah.
Me and one of my friends are gonna both go as Among Us characters.
Nice. What
Awesome.
characters? Are you your own made-up character?
No, one of us is gonna be the crewmate, and one of us is gonna be the imposter.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Nice.
And to maximize the amount of candy, we have included bags. Like, the backpack that they have, we have included a bag.
Nice.
Nice. That's a good idea.
You're planning to go trick-or-treating then?
I think so. Or one of my friends is having like a social distancing trick-or-treating thing.
Nice. Yeah, I think there's going to be some small little groups of social distance trick-or-treating. I think we're going to probably, like I said, I might create a PVC chute out my window that I can launch candy at kids out the window of my house. I'm thinking that could be highly effective and fun for everyone. I got a bunch of candy too, but I had to hide it because the last time I got candy, my son found it and ate it all. It was gone in like a week. Couldn't
Me
even
and my
have.
little sister. Me and my little sister tried to eat all the candy.
Uh-oh.
I usually buy a bunch of candy, but then I have no kids come to my house, so I'm not going to buy any candy this season.
That's probably good.
Because I will eat it all.
I'll bring all my extra candy to the CSIC. So either way, you'll have an opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm still having some battery troubles.
Uh-oh.
What's going on with it?
Oh, okay. So, oh wait, I might have just got it working.
Oh, good.
Is it working now?
1 second.
And sometimes these connections, if you didn't sew down the components really well with 3 loops each and make it tight, sometimes that can affect the connection as well.
Okay.
So you'll want to wiggle those connections at each LED and see if the connection improves. I actually machine washed my my COVID mask for Wyoming Latina Youth Conference, which had an LED component, and it kind of loosened some of the stitching. And I just had to kind of rework it out and stretch it to get it to come back into contact. And just double check your circuit and make sure there's no loose wires that could be touching the positive to the negative. Really double checking to make sure that everything is tight around each component. Any luck, Lily?
Here, not yet. Here, should I show you it?
Yeah, you want to share your screen?
Yes, sure. Oh, sorry, it's getting tangled in a mess of wires. I have a bunch of wires on this desk. All the wires.
Turn on your camera so we can see.
Oh, okay. Okay,
All right.
so let me, so I don't know if it's the, okay, this time on the multimeter, the battery is good.
Okay.
And then let me get a light. I haven't started sewing it yet because I don't want to sew it in with a bad battery.
Well, you want to make sure your battery isn't in when you're sewing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure that the battery isn't installed in the coin cell holder. Don't mind to work.
Okay, so yellow is positive and red is negative right now.
Okay, for your alligator clips?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
And I'll tell you the alligator clips sometimes don't connect really great to these.
yeah. Oh. I'm trying to make sure it's attached well right now. Here, actually, I'll just use. Okay, here it is.
I think your alligator clips might be giving you a hard time.
Okay.
I'm thinking you should just lay out your circuit and sew it.
Okay.
And more than likely, since at first it seemed like you had a battery issue and now not, my thought is that it's probably you're not getting a great connection with the alligator clips.
Okay.
So just lay out your circuit and sew it. And if you have to replace one item, then you just have to replace that one item. And so from the closest item to that item.
Okay.
Okay, you won't have to replace and sew your whole circuit.
Okay, how's it going? What stage have we gotten to?
I have a feeling we're gonna go all the way to 6 tonight. Oh.
Did we all get vinyl put onto the bags?
I think they're all
Yeah,
done.
I got my one.
I finished that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
So we've all moved
Good.
on to the circuits now. Awesome. Good deal. Does anyone need help with your circuit design, layout? So what's your favorite piece of candy? I really love Nerds at Halloween time. That is strawberry and grape Nerds. Oh my goodness. Those are like some of my favorite trick or treat candies.
Mine are Reese's, like the peanut butter cups.
Mm.
I'm actually not a fan of really any. I don't got a huge sweet tooth for that type of stuff.
Well, I'm leaving you raisins then.
I'm not a fan of those either.
That's why I said it. That's why those boxes of raisins are still in the CSIC candy bucket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I was thinking? I love the so there's this Tom's of Maine charcoal toothpaste that is black, and I love it. And I wish they had trial size of that, because I would buy like 100 of those and give them out at Halloween.
Where's that?
That would be pretty neat.
It would be pretty cool. I like to freak out Derek by brushing my teeth with that black toothpaste. I was thinking about sending a couple tubes to my brother and his kids, really, for Halloween.
I like Skittles and Almond Joys.
Those are good.
What kind of candy do you guys not like getting at Halloween?
Anything chocolate, really.
You don't like chocolate?
Not really, unless it's like a Reese's.
All right.
That's same for me. Like not.
That's
like
just because I
any
can bank on the
chocolate.
peanut butter.
Well, this isn't candy, but I hate it when they give me toothpaste.
You would hate it if I gave you toothpaste?
Not charcoal toothpaste though. That would be cool.
It would be cool. You would like the black toothpaste. It's pretty awesome. I like it.
I don't like Hershey's, which sounds really weird, but I don't like Hershey's.
Yeah, me too.
I really like Hershey's, but I love chocolate so much.
I always didn't like getting dots. Do they still make those?
Oh yeah.
They still make them. I feel
They're
like
awesome.
Yeah.
Dots are too chewy.
Or nightmare for dentists.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But my dad loves them, so I always give them to him.
I feel like people don't really hand out dots anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. I don't think they come in a lot of candy packs now.
When I lived in
Yeah.
California, because I used to live in California when I was like 7 or something,
Mm-hmm.
there were a bunch of dots. People were always handing out dots.
Maybe
I
it's a
don't like-
Wyoming thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like Whoppers either.
Oh, yeah, I don't
I
like
hate
those.
Whoppers
My
are
dad
the
likes
worst.
those, though, so I can always give them to him.
Yeah, it's like Dad.
Are
will
those
eat
are like
anything.
chocolate wafer candies?
No,
Yeah.
those are nuts.
Yeah.
Well, they're malt. They're malt balls.
Malt.
Yeah.
That's
There we
what
go.
it is.
Malt.
But I feel like
I meant
the
malt.
chocolate on them just isn't that great. There are some other ones that are like, there's some other ones that are very similar and they taste much better.
I don't like the chalky middle.
Yeah.
They're just all around. No.
Oh. Oh, I also like Laffy Taffies a lot because they have jokes on them
I like.
too.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
candy I can get behind.
I like Airheads. Airheads are pretty
Oh, I like those
I kind of
too.
like candies more like Jolly Ranchers or something like the long lasting, or maybe even Cop Stoppers.
I
Maybe.
love Jolly Rancher.
Yeah,
good. Jolly Ranchers are the best.
yeah.
I really like those Tootsie Pops.
Oh yeah, the Tootsie Pops are good.
Yeah.
Probably the best the best candies to get for Halloween is when you go to those houses that will hand out like king-sized candy bars.
Our neighbor
Yeah.
does
I
that.
think I've only went to one like 2 or 3 times, and that's just because
Hello?
They're hard to find.
yes.
Yes.
There's a couple places in a couple neighborhoods that I know of, not around here, that did it when I was younger, and we would always try to go to those big time.
Mm.
We always had this house at home that would hand out full-size bags of chips, and it was awesome to have sweet and salty.
Oh yeah.
Where did you grow up? I don't live there.
I I used to live in a small town, and so I knew all the people. So I knew who had the best candy because we had one gas station in town, and that was the only place to buy candy at. So I would watch what they all bought that day, and then I would go to those houses that bought the best candy.
I am.
That's cheating.
Sometimes like I feel like normally people will just not buy candy from a lot of times in my neighborhood people don't hand out candy. They just hand out like little toys, like little containers of Play-Doh. And
Oh.
we always, when we see somebody leaving with Play-Doh from that house, I'll just skip over it, and my little sister will be like, "Oh yay, Play-Doh!" Try and get it.
Funny. Oh, what did I do that for?
My singing bobber.
One of the 2 favorite things I like to get are Good and Plenty's.
Oh yeah, those are yummy.
Airheads.
Yeah. Has anybody been to a house that gives them a full can of soda?
Mm-mm.
They do that?
Yep. A lot of the houses I used to go to do that, and I think my mom and dad still do that.
I've never heard of that before.
Huh.
Me neither.
One time someone was just giving out water bottles. Like
Hey man, I get dehydrated.
we walked up to their house, and they just handed us a water bottle.
Because they
As
ran
good
out
as
of
their
candy.
intentions might
The
be,
only problem was
it was
that by
frustrating.
the time we were done,
Yeah.
the water bottle was frozen.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Oh no.
That's not good.
I guess though, if you put a frozen water bottle in with all your candy, you can ensure that none of your chocolate will melt.
Yeah. I don't think you have that issue in Wyoming though. Chocolate melting on
That's
Halloween.
fair. I come from
Never.
California, where it could often be 80 on the night of Halloween. So
Huh.
Oh, that
Nice.
sucks. There was snow.
It's better than
hence I'm in
negative.
Wyoming now.
Last year it was freezing.
Welcome.
Yeah. You don't know what costume you have on because you have a big coat on top.
I have tights.
Where'd my oh there it is. Leo.
Uh-oh.
This is harder than the mask because I have to keep looking on both sides.
It is harder
Look
than
at
the
that.
mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all these projects are going to get a little bit harder as we go on and on. We're building up our skills right now. But you can continue working on it after today, and hopefully you'll have time to finish it. We might even continue working on it next week because we have a lot of people who are missing this week, and they might need to catch up. So we heard that some of the schools were closed today.
Yeah, it's parent-teacher conference week, and so we had half the week off.
Yeah.
Ellie, one nice thing that you can do is you can smush up the bag kind of like this and then shove the needle into it. And then once you pull it open, it will be like you just did a bunch of stitches. That's what I did.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
like to do the same. When I do that, my stitches tend to be more even anyways.
Yeah, my stitches got a little messy on mine, but
Oh
not too
my.
bad.
That's not good.
Jane, one thing that you can do if you stitch on both sides is you can glue felt on one of the sides so that the lines won't touch.
Yeah, you can. That's a great idea. I'm just stitching in 2 different areas completely, so they shouldn't touch at all. And I'm
Oh,
making
nice.
sure that where they are going out, they're like got parallel lines that are really nice and clean.
I only really have one spot where I want to do a light. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think that it'd be great if you did more than one. But of course, it's your bag and it's your design. So if you only want to do one, that certainly is fine, and it's your decision and choice.
Okay.
The day after Halloween, we put up our Christmas decorations.
You did?
Same. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Wait, you put up what?
Christmas decorations.
But what about Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, why can't you have a Christmas tree at Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
Because it's just, I don't know.
Well, I don't
It just-
usually get a Christmas tree then. I just put up like the lights by then.
It feels very wrong.
Well, everyone does it different.
I think the only reason it feels wrong is because my birthday is during November. And if I wanted to have a birthday party at my house, I feel like it would be very weird to have my Christmas decorations up. And that's why
I get that.
When is your birthday?
November 29th.
Oh, yeah. So that's like right after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, no, my tree's already up by then.
my tree's up.
Fully decorated.
My whole house is fully decorated.
I always tell my mom, you can put all of it up the day after my birthday party. So normally
That's
she's
fair.
like, Lily, how about you have your birthday party 3 weeks before?
You're like, no.
That's not how it works, Mother.
Funny.
Oh no.
I think this is the spookiest bag I've ever made. And it's going to be really great for trick-or-treating because it has some light on it. So it'll be a little bit of a safety feature in a way. Kind of cool.
I can feel that my thread is too short.
Well, if you can end it at your closest component that you're at, then you can get a new piece of thread at that component, start the new thread, and continue on to the next one. But you got to make sure you go around 3 times with the new thread and knot it off like you do every time, okay?
Okay.
Yep. I had to do that earlier. My one thread kept breaking and I had to start over like that. With a new thread in the middle of a component.
Oh.
Bummer. How's everyone doing out there?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like.
Okay.
A little bit of hard work. Take some concentration for sure.
I cannot find my hole. I'm having trouble with that.
In your component?
Yeah.
Back up through?
I keep missing by like a millimeter.
Yeah. I was having that problem too. I like to go down through the hole and then up next to the hole. And that way I don't have to get it up back through
I'm almost
that
at
little hole.
Ow!
Ellie?
Moment of truth.
Ooh, I like that.
And then on the other side, oh my pumpkin. Yeah. Worked out pretty good.
That's way better than mine.
No, you just have to work a little bit harder and you'll get it.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh. No.
So do you all who are left think you want to do a show and tell at the end? We've got about 20 minutes left. 19,
Well,
20
my
minutes.
lights aren't working.
Your lights aren't working?
I took it apart. I'm redoing it now, but it's so close to being done again.
Well, check and make sure that like no threads are crossing. You have a completely new string for your positive that's separate from your negative.
Okay.
Make sure your components, you tightly sewed around each one at least 3 or 4 times. Did you get your mask to work?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be able to get this one to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mask just stopped working.
Did it run out of batteries?
I don't know. My battery seemed to be, oh my, fine, but my mask just was not having it with me. Shoot. That's not good.
I'm gonna add some pom-poms.
So we'll give you ladies another, let's say 18 minutes to work on this, and then we'll do a roundup at the end and kind of see where we're at. And if you need more time, we can continue working on this a little bit next week. Does that sound like a plan?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. What have I done? I did something bad.
Which one?
What?
Which one?
I don't know. I just messed it up somewhere along the line. Whose dog is barking?
Mine. Paulo's making her upset. Bernie!
Oh my goodness, I think I made it worse.
I took out my stick too early for my hot glue, so look what it.
Oh no. Oh wait, I think I'll go back here.
Pablo! I have a present for you.
And I go through this one. Oh no. Oh, and it. There we go. There we go. Did you get better? Oh. Oh no, that's really bad. Then I can. Ooh. There we go. Oh my. Yeah, that's a solid knot.
I think I figured out what was wrong with the component thing.
What was going on with it?
I think that there was a little piece of hot glue from the last one.
Oh. Uh-huh.
On two of them, but I saw it just now and kind of peeled it off. So I'm gonna see if it works.
Okay,
This
let
is
us know.
my stitch. Oh yay, it's working.
Oh, good job.
Awesome.
Yep, that's a good point, Lily. If the lights don't come on, double check if you have tight connections. And if you do, double check that you don't have hot glue on any of those connections.
wait, I'm gonna.
Ooh,
That-
nice.
Can't see it very well with the light on.
Yeah.
And then here's the rest of the bag.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Sophia, looks like that one working.
Yeah.
Mine are not. Not yet.
Not yet, Ellie.
Nope.
Keep working on them. You'll get them.
I had like 3 different rat's nests, so I had to figure those out.
Oh, yeah. It's really important to make sure that you don't get those rat's nests going in the back. But don't worry about it. We've got time. If you don't finish it today, you can continue. We can work on it some more next week.
I turned it off so it doesn't waste the battery.
Yeah. Save it for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm gonna add pom-poms now.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea.
I'll give this Halloween bag to my brother, and my basket for Dorothy is gonna be my trick or treat bag.
Ow. Oh, come on, not again.
All right, should we do a final share before we sign off? Ellie, it sounds like you might need a little bit more time. Do you want to show us your finished project next week? Are you going to continue working on it this week, or do you want to spend some time next week working on it?
No, I'll finish it this week.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, we can go ahead and show off what we've got done so far.
Okay.
You've got your bag, hold it up and let's see what you've got. Awesome. Look at all those great bags.
And then my other side is not done, but yeah.
Oh, great. You got a great start on your circuit. Nice. Lily, do you want to show your bag? All right, everyone. Thank you all for being here with us, and we'll see you next week. And if you need to work on your bag more, we can work on it then. But we are going to start exploring our microcontroller next week. So should be fun. Hope you have a good week, and we'll see you all soon. Oh, there's Lily in her bag. Show us your bag, Lily. Nice. All right. Well, you all have a good week, and we will see you next week.
Okay.
I'll
Adios.
post the video. Bye-bye.
Wait. Next week, can I wear my Halloween costume?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay then.
All right.
Is it Halloween?
It's
No.
not Halloween. It's a couple days early.
Yeah, like 2 days.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you later. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.